Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. In today's video, we are making some oxtails in my Instant Pot. Before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into cooking.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.
This is a ketovore recipe featuring some aromatics as well as a Greek seasoning blend. If you're new here, my name is Alice. I personally lean more keto/ketovore. My husband leans more carnivore. We've personally lost over 90 pounds together on our own weight loss journey, and we've been on a meat-based ketogenic diet for the past 2.5 years. So the beautiful thing about using the Instant Pot is that it is much faster than cooking oxtails in the oven. I do have another oxtail recipe where I bake them in the oven, low and slow, and I know a lot of people really like that recipe, but I know that it does take a little bit more time. So today I'm using the Instant Pot to hopefully reduce some of that time, and it's just an alternative cooking method. They come out just tender and incredibly tasty. If you're on the carnivore diet, oxtails are a great cut. They have about a fat to protein ratio of 60-40. They are incredibly flavorful. Oxtails are the tail end of the cow. We buy our oxtail pack from Costco. For us, that's where we get the best deal. A lot of traditional oxtail recipes are made in a stew style that usually contains like tomato paste, that may or may not have sugar, red wine, carrots, potatoes, things that we're generally trying to avoid. So for this recipe today, I am just using onions and garlic as aromatics, as well as a Greek seasoning blend. But of course, feel free to mix it up with whatever seasonings you like. Everything is to your taste and tolerance. This Greek seasoning blend is incredibly versatile and can be used actually with chicken as well as lamb. So I am just chopping some onion and garlic to flavor the meat. Of course, you can omit these, again, if you lean more full carnivore. I am searing these oxtails with some tallow to get a nice brown crust. I prefer doing this directly in the Instant Pot so I don't have extra dishes to wash, but you can sear them with any pan or even roast them in the oven if you'd like. The Instant Pot sauté setting isn't the most powerful option, but again, fewer dishes to wash, and you can see here it's still a pretty decent brown color on the outside just from the Instant Pot sauté function. Make sure you sear these in batches in a single layer. And I'm just adding some beef broth and deglazing to make sure that we capture all of the amazing flavor. After deglazing, I throw all of the seared oxtails back in the Instant Pot, and I'm just adding the garlic and onion. I am using a Greek-inspired seasoning blend today, which contains salt, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, dried dill, and dried oregano. Again, full recipe instructions will be available on the blog at justrealfood.com. I'm just going to give that a good mix before turning on the Instant Pot. You just want to make sure that all of the oxtails are coated with the seasoning blend thoroughly. And here I'm just turning on the Instant Pot on the high setting for 70 to 80 minutes. So my oxtails have been cooking for about 80 minutes, and then I just let it pressure release for another 10 to 15 minutes, which is obviously optional. But yeah, let's see what we have here. It smells amazing. Ooh.
Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.
It's really good. Yeah, the Greek marinade really came through. Oh, I can tell these oxtails are extremely tender. They're like falling off of the bone. That was a good amount of time. They did release a little bit of liquid, so that was the perfect amount of liquid to use. So I'm just gonna transfer these onto a plate and get ready to serve them. They are incredibly tender. I really, really love the Greek marinade that I used today. My kitchen smells really, really good. And you can use this Greek marinade on pretty much any type of meat. So it will also work really well on like chicken and lamb, but I thought we would switch things up and and use it on these oxtails today. And again, all of the detailed recipe instructions will be available on our blog at justrealfood.com. I will leave a link in the description below. Oh yeah, these just came out extremely gelatinous. Whew. Everything's kind of just melted right into the pot. I'm trying really hard to be very gentle because I can literally feel them falling apart in my tongs. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, alrighty, I am so excited to taste. This is basically my dinner for tonight. I've been waiting very patiently for these oxtails to finish cooking, and so has Kevin. So I'm gonna go right in for a taste. And yeah, it's just completely gelatinous, so you can see here, and it's just completely melted. I'm gonna go for a small one, just for this camera, but obviously I'm gonna devour a bunch more once it's done. Oh, that's delicious. It's like melt in your mouth tender. I love oxtails. It's a little bit sticky, which is perfect. Soft, sticky. I really like the flavor of the onions and garlic. If you're doing strict carnivore, just meat, salt, and water, then feel free to eliminate everything else and just use this as a cooking technique. So it's about 80 minutes in the pressure cooker, and just make sure you sear the oxtails beforehand with a cup of water or a cup of broth. This is amazing. This is so, so good. It literally just melts, and all the flavors are just coming together. I love the Greek seasoning profile, and I love experimenting with different profiles of seasonings. And my favorite thing about oxtails is that you can save the bones and use them for bone broth. So what I usually do is I like to save big batches of beef bones from all of the recipes that I make. And once I've accumulated enough bones, I will just throw them into a pot of water and make bone broth. If you liked my video today, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. It really allows us to spread our message about this way of eating and help as many people as possible. Leave me a comment down below and let me know how you like to cook your oxtails or what other recipes that you'd like to see from me in the future. Until next time.